for the show. Did you lock it so no fucking interlopers can mosey on in here, Pedro?
Pedro. Oh,
I wasn't the last one in.
That's my bad, and I didn't know. I apologize.
Yes, I locked it.
John, did you tweet it out?
It's going up right now. Hi, everyone watching. We're just doing a Papa's Basement show, and we are doing the social media bullshit at the beginning where I have to tweet out the show's links. So
speaking of that, you guys should be doing it too. Why not? You're already here.
Retweet fuckers. If you want to lose followers on Twitter, use the hashtag #HeyShitDicks. I always lose at least one follower when I use that.
I believe it. Yeah.
But I don't care. I'm going to keep using it.
I can't believe the PTA unfollowed.
I'll gain a follower somewhere.
I don't think I actually need to log in.
You do.
John sends out a tweet.
I sent out a fucking tweet.
John sends out a tweet. I will beat his meat.
We got a lot of Facebook likes out of nowhere to counter the usual hemorrhaging.
I see
Who
that
unfollows
so
shit on
aggressively.
Facebook? Really?
Who unlikes a page? It's like, just unfollow the page. Right?
Isn't Facebook dead? That's why I do Twitter.
I don't know.
They're all dying. All right, sweetie. You ready for the show to rock?
They're all dying out there.
Tell me all about it.
Oh my God. Can we, by the way, I forgot to leave this out at the beginning. Brian Boltois, you think you can handle a clean show?
Oh, is it a clean show?
I think so. So we can actually get this on air.
No,
I know.
PG on my notebook.
You're a bit of for pretty gay. I know you're a bit of a potty mouth. Yeah.
I'm gay.
I'm pretty comma gay.
I am a bit of a potty mouth. So thank
Quit
you for
stealing my bit. I know it's been a while, but he didn't take my place. I'm the prettiest gay in the room.
I could never take your place, Pete. You're the prettiest gay in the room, hands down.
Everyone, it is Papa's Basement. Sorry, it has been like a month since we last did the show.
Yeah, it really has, hasn't it?
I'm not joking. It's probably been 3-4 weeks.
But you guys have kept your appetite satiated with the Papa's Basement football podcast, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
and just punched up my Twitter pic and rubbed one to it.
You do that too?
Desperate times, of course. It's the only way I can finish. I think about baseball to last longer, but to finish immediately, I think of my Twitter avatar. All right, it is Papa's Basement. I'm John Papa Giorgio. He's Brian Bolte, and he's Pete Maybe.
I'm Pete Maybe.
Pete should go first.
Number 3.
Yeah. Shut up.
Here I am.
I just looked who was in front of me. You need to sit
That's why
there.
I stand, so you could see me more.
Yeah, but you stand in the corner.
I stand for the people.
You might as well have a goddamn dunce cap on for all your location does.
Pete is the eye candy for the show.
It's true.
So
yeah.
we put him on display.
When are we going to...
If I don't do this, I'll fall asleep.
Yeah, like ride the whole Trump white nationalism, but also he's a twink thing, and just make him wear like nothing but black pants with red suspenders.
Like kind of like Milo.
Yeah. Milo Yiannopoulos, fellow Greek.
It is pretty well with it. I was like, that's not a bad shtick.
Yeah.
How do you feel about bleaching your hair blonde?
Fine.
You know,
when I was a teen, I did have a blonde streak in there.
How do you feel about frosted tips?
You can't see John right now, but he's making a hand motion of J-O-ing.
Oh, I was pretending you're milking cows and different. Now you are tugging dicks into your hair.
Hey, it's PG show.
Me. That just means no hard F. Pretty much.
Oh, okay, pretty much. Okay, I'm glad.
No S, no F. Short of that. Not a see you next Tuesday.
Anything happens, I'll go and find it.
Show's website, inpapasbasement.com. Pretty simple, given the show's title. Go there. Every episode we've ever done is hosted there. You can find Papa's Basement on iTunes. You can find it on Stitcher. Subscribe there. That's really important for getting good numbers. Leave reviews.
Yes, leave us an iTunes review. It's been a while, guys.
Yeah.
And I know there's a few of you out there that have it on iTunes that were just like, I don't have time.
One of these days.
You don't need to say much. Just say how you love me. Say you love John. If you feel like it, say how you love Brian. That's all we need.
Well, no, I think they're going to go in the order that I introduced everyone on the show, which is clearly the order.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, because everybody's going to get programmed like that.
They're gonna be like, oh, Brian, John, and then Pete.
They're just gonna forget about me.
Yeah.
Love us.
Eventually.
We need your love.
3 more episodes, and
I'll
they're
call
just
you-
gonna forget
I'll
about
call
me.
you Abs McCumsey.
Who's the
eye
third
candy.
guy?
Here's,
Nick Cumsey.
here's Twinkie.
How's your ears, nose, and throat AIDS treating you?
Oh,
over there, buddy?
I'm hanging in. That's part of the reason we missed a couple shows. Pete, I don't know about you, Brian, and Pete, I don't know about you. I get vengeful and pissy when someone gets me sick, and not like something like they had AIDS and they raw dogged me, and then they write like "Welcome to the world of AIDS" in their lipstick on my bathroom mirror, and I'm like, Mom, why?
Thanks for the kidney.
Yeah, I'm talking like just I hang with a friend who has a cold, and they give me a cold, and I can trace it back to them. Like I don't have kids. I'm
Yeah.
not around 50, pestilential people a day. Like I can find the outbreak monkey who done did this to me.
You know, in back of my head, you guys, and I was texting with you and I called you, you guys were hanging out. I just assumed that led to a hot makeout session, which led to
And
you
sometimes
getting
it does,
sick.
but we're not, we're
Yeah,
not gonna
but not this time.
publicize that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's-
That was just my assumption.
That kind of loosens us up for our stand-up classes.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of loosen you up, Pete.
little mutual Jo and some poppers. Yeah,
So I kind of get that. I do the same thing too. I get mad at them. But when it was directed at me, I kind of reflected on that for like a second. And it is absurd though, right? Are we going to get to that part where it's kind of absurd? It's just
well,
like,
especially with you,
I didn't do it on purpose.
It's like that's all it boils down to. But
I did say, yes,
blamed
you have to
you on
drink,
a
you have to
couple
finish
levels.
the cup that I
I forgot.
just gave you the sample.
I forgot we did that. So I want to say 2 Mondays ago, was it? Maybe last Monday, I was in the car with you,
Yeah.
and you seriously might as well have had like blood trickling out of your eyes, like True Blood style. And I'm like, why did you act like it was appropriate to be around you at all? Why haven't you sequestered yourself
Because
like a
I
woman
could
that had
handle it.
premarital
See, that's the
sex in
thing.
the 50s?
Yeah. Because I can handle it.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. You're like, I can handle this. I can't. I'm a big cold pussy. I get sick at least like 1 week a year. It just happens.
There's nothing worse than a cold pussy.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you don't hear much bitching. That part's good. Just throw them in the dumpster when you're done. So I'm in the car with Pete, and he's hacking his lungs out, and I'm like, "This son of a bitch!" We're in your little Honda, and I'm like getting hotboxed with your Hivy.
It was like that scene in Boogie Nights where he was slipping me the 50 and I was showing him my Jimmy.
Oh, I was gonna say that scene as a joke. How was it like that exactly?
No.
I only paid you 10.
Yeah.
So I survived that.
That's all it's worth.
Like I get out of there and I take like handfuls of vitamins, all my AZT pills, and I wake up the next day and I'm not sick. And I'm like, thank God
I made it.
I cheated the Reaper. Yeah, like I somehow pulled this off. And I was bowled over like the whole time, by the way, you're like hacking your lungs out. You're like, no big deal. You're still smoking. Like that's, by the way, how I know
Just a little less.
you are a true smoker. And like, I'm just a hobbyist.
Oh yeah, they think that this is gonna be the time that I quit on my terms, baby.
I mean, you were emptying out like Brundlefly, final mutation, vomit dropping on the guy. And then just like, wiping off your mouth. Where were we? And popping a hot butt in betwixt your lips. I was bowled over. I was like, son of a bitch. This dude does not F around when it comes to his smoke. So
This is gonna dry out the phlegm.
yeah, exactly. Like filling himself completely with carcinogens will kill the bacteria. Maybe that, Brian, is the thought
Sort of
process.
worked, right?
Hey, this guy is healthy today. He came out with me earlier in the week. Maybe the doctor.
Oh, you're both out.
back into. Yeah, we're both out. We've been out
Been
for a
out.
while.
Yeah.
The doctor's back in the 50s. Maybe we're right. Maybe cigarettes are good for you.
I rewatched Always Sunny for the billionth time. The episode where Dennis and Mac break up, and Mac then Dennis eats an apple with the seeds,
Oh yeah.
and he's convinced he's going to die. And Mac
Cyanide
is like,
poisoning.
yeah, he's like, have a cigarette. The smoke in your lungs will push down the bacteria and kill it. Effing love that line. Always gets me. So Wednesday rolls around and he wants to, or no, I suggest we hang out again because we are going to practice our stand-up sets, which we really haven't talked about on this show yet. We did like
it's been so long. We only did the improv classes, but we've already been going into the stand-up for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, we did a show with Othman and Chris Lingbach.
Yeah, hence being busy.
That aired live, and if you didn't see it live, we deleted it and we haven't put it up yet for recording because Chris has issues with the language. That's fine. I'm not throwing him under the bus too hard.
I have time. I have timestamps where I'm gonna edit that. So if we still want to put that out there,
I do. I want the lost episode up there.
stuff.
So Wednesday rolls around. I'm like, let's hang.
Also, I'm taking out like a whole 8 minutes of me just
Dying a dog's death.
just saying nothing.
No, leave it in. Leave it in. That's the best.
So you guys will never see it, but I'll save it and then I'll
leave it in. So anytime you bitch about being called third mic,
going on the
play 8 minutes.
It's going on the Blu-ray.
I can make that 8 minutes your ringtone, and then I'll just call you. Be like,
I'm gonna chop it down and just make that my 5 for my set.
You gotta get your type 5 in, man.
I was like, my mom,
5 minutes to failure.
she's eat potato chips. And like that's literally how it went down for like about 8 minutes.
I forgot it was that bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's funny.
So you guys didn't miss a whole lot.
But talking about it is. So Wednesday rolls around, we're gonna hang out, and I naively assume like he's all better too, because I'm like, why would this ass expose me to his germs twice? But it made an ass of you and me. I show up, it's the same HIV hotbox situation.
Oh, man.
And I didn't dodge it twice. And I have now for about 10 days been taking just cough meds of all kinds. Not the kind you can trip on, just the
not triple C.
Yeah, no, not the good old Coracetin for high blood pressure, kids. That's the one that gets you high. Just a guaifenesin pill.
I like how this is kind of a comedy podcast, but it's also educational.
Yeah, just guaf and pseudoephedrine.
I think that's very important.
And I don't know about you. You actually over here, Dad of the Year, Brian Bolte.
Dad of the Year, son.
You're like, don't forget your vitamin C, young John.
I did actually text you that. I think.
You really did.
I think I told you to get rest.
Yeah.
Vitamin C and stop tugging on your prick.
Yeah.
I am Dad of the Year.
And I texted back, 1, gay, 2, will do. And I went.
No, it was you come over and tug it for me. I'm sick. I'm like, all right.
So I do go out, and I could have gotten regular vitamin C like a human being, but I don't know about you guys.
Did you get a shot?
No, I got the chewables. Like the
I get
little
the chewables
orange
now.
slice.
They're like candy.
Dude, I am eating 14 to 16 a day. Yeah.
Have you getting the chewable tablets? They're god awful.
I am getting
I still do them.
Kirkland because Costco is the finest. I go get these Kirkland. It was 2, like, I want to say whey protein sized drums of these quote unquote orange wedges for $13. And I'm eating them like M&Ms. And I'm eating them in tandem because that's the serving size. I'm not even going odd. Anytime I want one, grabbing another 2, licking the sugar off them, chewing them.
Every single vitamin that they have that's all like the chewable ones, they always make them 2 is a serving. And I just don't get it. Why don't they make just like one big one? Are we too weak for that?
So you don't choke.
I have nothing. He's completely right. I have nothing to add to that.
So you don't
No, but it just pisses me off. Because it's so distinctly telling you
they're
just screwing you over.
What is the vitamin that kills you? Like which one of these?
You could have a lot of iron.
Not do what?
And
What the
your
hell
kidneys.
is in polar bear liver? You've ever heard this story about the explorers? They get stranded in like I don't know Antarctica
I was like,
or
where
Arctica.
are we eating
I don't
this
friggin' know.
Polar bear liver.
Yeah, they
Maybe
all
iron.
It was
I don't
like
know.
vitamin E, I think. I could be wrong, but they were killing polar bears
That
left
helps
and
your
right.
trunk, get straighter.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're like killing polar bears with huge erections.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
how they
tired
had
of
to
this.
kill them at the
I'm
end.
tired of this.
I killed him with my erection.
Yeah, just stab him.
Joy.
Yeah, so all these explorers apparently they were doing the Indian thing because they're all starving to death and they're eating every inch of the polar bear, and they all died because that is all good except for their stupid liver, which contained like megaton amounts of like E or some junk.
Oh, so it's sort of like the blowfish.
Yeah, so I'm
It's the
shoveling
blowfish of
these
the
in,
polar ice caps.
and like I think the worst C can do is give you diarrhea. So I'm like, this is both delicious and funny.
Yeah.
So I was,
Weight loss. Here I come.
I didn't even
It's
get
diuretic.
that.
Go.
Yeah.
I try to eat every inch, but I can never get past 6 inches.
Oh dear. Why did you have to take it there? The show's been so clean.
It's still clean. I didn't say the F word.
You were in the car with John?
So yeah, about 10
You
days
should have been
later,
sick too.
I am still very
get
scratchy in the throat. I don't know if it's picking up. I was doing a flawless Jim Florentine for the boys beforehand.
I was curious, did you munch any dirty box recently? Because that could have done it.
God, him in the box.
No, I've managed to be both faithful and with my current girl. So
Okay.
the answer is nothing. I've had some passionate hand holding.
Okay, so no syphilis of the throat.
No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. God, I miss that act. Jesus. I know, like, you would think otherwise from my curly hair and the fact I live at home and have bad credit. But I miss that act. It's so nice. Like, I can get myself off. I can't get a face full of box at any time, though. Like, that
is fun. I've got to admit, that's great times.
it's great. Yeah.
You can tell we're white guys.
Yeah, but if
'cause
you're
we love
going-
this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going for strange, it's you never know.
I
You
wouldn't
never know what's in the box.
Well, that's
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I literally just said that so we could get there.
That was freaking masterful.
needed to.
That's why I know he's gonna be a good comedian.
who's
I
getting
just
a
needed
phone
to.
call. The speakers are picking it up horribly.
Is somebody calling?
Yeah, I guarantee you,
Oh,
one
it
of
was-
us is getting a phone call or a text.
I got a text.
Yeah, it was feeding back.
Are
on
you
the
serious?
speaker. Yeah.
I apologize.
I was
It-
gonna-
it was my wife congratulating me on the meeting for our
Oh.
soon-to-be place.
Maybe she'll offer up some box in gratitude.
Give me some box.
Yeah.
I was gonna check my bag to make sure it wasn't one of the
No, it's
toys I brought in.
Since
for
we're
the
on
show.
YouTube, can I check your bag?
before we get to the Cubs win, let's talk more eating puzz. For some reason, despite again the fact I have not had intercourse, and especially with Strange in Christ knows how, like Obama might have been a first termer at that point. I don't know.
That's
I have been reading up like crazy on the fact that
hard to laugh at.
herpes dances around condoms. Like, you might as well not wear the effing condom
Dances
for the
with
degree
condoms.
to which.
Condom.
Yeah, I know. But all right, Gino. Like, did you know this, Brian? Like, every area that isn't covered around your junk still can get herpes like a champ. Like, it isn't just through your shaft and then
But
it
that's
blossoms
not the
elsewhere.
important part.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't want the bit around my dick to look like some Italian kid's cheeks. Like,
John,
only black hair and open pizza face stuff.
the fact they put out that basically half people have STDs.
You mean Mr.
Yeah.
Turner?
It's a reason to be faithful to whoever you're with your wife.
I guess
I've been
so.
with the same chick for 18 years and I'm okay with it.
Ugh.
I don't even miss Strange because the fact
It's scary.
Jesus, I feel like we're in therapy.
No, man, legit.
dude,
Like, I know some chicks that just bang around on Tinder, and I watch Shameless because it's a great show that asks nothing of me mentally. Like, I can just look at Fiona's tits and the gay kids banging someone gay, so that's always fun. And Lip is doing something, and then there's like a naked black and a naked Russian, and they touch jugs together.
That sounds fantastic.
if I was single in today's world,
Mhm.
I'd be swiping left or right based off of, I think they had an STD.
Not a bad way to go. What's so annoying is the premise right now on the show is Fiona discovers Tinder. This girl who's like a 9.5. You know what I mean?
Ah,
And she's like, "Oh, it's Tinder. I can have all the sex I want, no commitment."
always a likely scenario.
Yeah, you know, all those dick-starved beauties.
My
Yeah,
back is going to
exactly.
be so sticky.
But the whole
No,
point
100%.
is,
Yeah,
like-
totally dick starved.
I'm really,
I can't find enough guys to have sex with me.
yeah, and
2 a
exactly.
day just isn't enough.
And I'm sick of these guys catching feelings. Why won't they just F off after doing me? That is true. You know what? That has to be the truth for a beautiful woman.
I could
Like, have you ever banged a
see
really
that
hot woman and not been like, "Oh, she is the one. This is what love feels like." We are garbage as men.
I mean, yeah, I've had that. I have actually had that
one
happen.
time.
I had that happen
one
to me
time.
once. Yeah, and then she saw she was wrong.
Really?
I was like, "You do."
In all my boning, one time have I been with a girl that really like took my breath away, and she was so screwed up where I was like, "No, John, you can't." Like, otherwise, I'm always like, "This is what love feels like," right? Like, as soon as I blast one, I'm like, "Yeah, that's love. You're in love."
Of
3
course.
months into my chick.
Uh-huh.
She's beautiful.
That's called
That's-
witchery.
You can stay hard that long.
Beautiful. 3 months. I told her I was going to marry her.
Wow. Okay.
10 years later, she married me.
Yeah. you long gamed. That's good.
Yeah.
But I knew. And she was that. You're right.
You
It's
did
just
you did the Komodo dragon thing. You bit her, you filled her with bacteria.
Yeah, I did. It's like, yeah.
Just waited for her to croak. I don't get it. It's still scary as hell because I was having this talk, I think, with you. I forgot who else I was talking herpes shop with.
Probably have this.
Was it earlier today? Yeah. I was talking with someone.
Once a week? Yeah.
I was like, I get it. Herpes ain't the biggest deal on earth. But it's still disgusting as F. Like in a world, if you're like, hey, do you want it or do you not want it? I'll choose column B. And get this, apparently you cannot go and get tested for it in any anonymous capacity.
Okay, so now when you told me that, I thought, well, that's
I'm
insane.
curious. Yeah, so I'm reading and reading and reading, and apparently something like 50% of the people that have it never are symptomatic once, but they can give it to other people.
never asked you this question. Yes, they can look to see if you did get that test, but do they say what that test says?
Yeah, I think you can be like looked up. Like,
see, now that can get bad.
Dude,
I'm like, who cares if
I'm curious as hell to see. Yeah, if I'm
gotta
some
tell everybody you
typhoid
got
Mary
tested.
with my dick, but I don't want some chick to then be able to look me up and be like, yeah, he Ron Mexico'd me. If that is the case, like I want plausible deniability, but I'm curious as hell because I swear I've done horrible things to my dick. Like, I wouldn't say I've ever like bar one nighter to, that would A, take game, and B, is more reckless than even I'm willing to do. But I've certainly like chatted up random girls online and had quite unprotected intercourse with them, like not that long after, where you're both just like, again, this is where the whole herpes doesn't show up thing plays out.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
doesn't. No, you can't see it over the internet.
As you're about to
see it over the internet.
Well, you have to direct connect via AIM to detect that. Yeah.
There's a Skype add-in for that.
I love how you're both just like, you're clean, right? I've said that
It's
so many times.
all you have to ask, and then you're like, well, that's probably fine.
Yeah, exactly. You're
John,
good.
you tasted clean.
Thanks.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, and it looks like Jupiter's eye on the side of your penis, but I'm gonna think that it was a cigarette burn because you're into some S&M stuff.
It just happened.
Yeah.
Pete and I were hanging out, and he was flicking the cigarette.
So yeah, that's where I'm at, using a Tor browser. And yet I'm admitting all this on air, by the way. So this is great. Using like a Tor client to, anonymously browse how to get an anonymous STD test. Apparently I'm looking at like prepaid Visa cards, a burner phone, a burner name.
Good Lord.
It's insane. I just
way too much
want to
money.
know if I got herpes.
But what's the big deal? Yeah, and now that you put it out on blast, but really before, what's the big deal of people knowing you got tested?
It'd be one thing if they knew.
Progressive enough that it's just like, hey,
right.
Good for you.
I don't know. I don't know if everyone grew up
because
listening
you know what,
to talk
that
about
sells
sex
a lot
by
better
Salt
than
and
an email that says, "Are you clean?" Yes.
And before we go any further,
Here's
listeners, we're in a circle of trust.
Yeah. So if you want to call in,
does it go?
Yeah, if you guys want to call in and
tell
talk
us
about
what
that, go
STDs you
for it.
have.
No, they can't tell on you. This is a circle of trust.
Yeah, 571-749-1141. Again, 571-749-1141. Only call to tell us what STDs you have.
We will ask you if you have any, and you have to be truthful.
All right. So
No, I don't have anything.
Speaking of flawless segues, let's talk the Cubs winning the World Series.
Yeah.
Right after the herpes talk. Anyone watch
Their herpes cleared right up.
Can I tell you this?
Well, all those Cubs are going to get herpes from all the raw dogging they do after the win.
Oh, yeah.
The baseball season ended October 13th when the Nationals lost to the Dodgers. I didn't even know baseball was still going on.
Wow, you are quite the homer. If that's how you operate, I have about
roll.
25 years worth of Super Bowls to catch you up on, Mr. Redskins fan.
Super Bowls? They still have those?
Yeah. There was a 50.
Those ended in the 90s.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of playoffs too.
I'll be honest.
Playoffs?
Playoffs? I am not the biggest baseball guy. You know what? Let that be a lesson to MLB. All you need is two teams playing the final game of the year, Game 7. One of them hasn't won it since 1948, the other since like 1908.
Yeah.
And I'll give a damn. If you can give me that every week, I'll watch one MLB game a week. It was fun to give a goddamn about a baseball game because I haven't in like, I don't know how long.
I am a baseball fan.
But like going there to drink
game.
and eat like food and stuff live and like look at ass.
Oh, yeah. Going live is amazing.
On the field, of course. Like, look at that shortstop. No.
Yeah. They got good butts.
Yeah.
Instead of a baseball
You
game.
know the guy who's got the butt. That's the shortstop.
Exactly.
That's 100%.
This is some Jeter hams on that guy.
We were at a comedy show instead of a baseball game, and if you noticed, the comedy show had the big room, and the baseball game,
They
even though
did.
World Series had a tiny
They kind of
galley
corralled him
room.
into this little,
Really?
Yeah.
like sweaty drunk pen.
So that tells you,
It's fantastic.
yeah, it was an awesome sweaty drunk pen.
I would walk through there when I didn't want anyone to see that I was actually at the comedy show.
You didn't want to admit it.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I don't want to see that next guy and then have to walk out of the room again when I want to go smoke a cigarette. So there was a couple times. So I actually did watch some of the games. Yeah, because I went
It was great.
I
I
went
mean,
through the drunk pen.
you honest to God could not ask for more. I don't think there were lead changes, but like the Indians caught up
Well, they kept so tight.
multiple times.
I mean, and you don't.
How tight was it?
I can't think of anything, but it was a very, very.
The
every time they
child
played, it
had to
kept-
take off the rest of the year.
The clown had to stop. But I was saying they're tight games, and sometimes like a lot of times in baseball, it'll be like 9-2, 14-1,
Dude, it was.
or it's just 0-1.
I'll
the
just
whole damn time.
My one bitch about baseball, I hate that you can like blink, and you blink a lot because I'm sorry for any baseball apologist out there. 90% of the game is still boring as F. But multiple times I would like get up to take a squeege because I'm like, nothing's gonna happen. And I'd come back and there was like a 2-run homer or something. And I'm like, did that really? Like it hurts that much more. Like if you miss one of those plays in football, first of all, they'll re-air the replay like 18 billion times.
100%. Like even while like if it's like the first baseman's up, what depends on who he is, but
yeah.
you should just play that over some other guy where you're like, yeah, his average is about 205 or something. Just play it over that guy. He's like 190. Just play it over that guy.
It hurts more with baseball because the game is so slow. It'd be like if you said like, oh, you left the room and your girlfriend's puzz stopped being on hibernation. And like it was a total bang storm for 10 minutes, and then you came back and it's locked down again for another 2 years. That would hurt way more.
I was
than
out
like,
of the room.
Yeah, like oh, your whore girlfriend was horny again. Like I'd be like, cool,
Damn
I'll wait
poltergeist.
5 minutes. Yeah,
Damn.
I'll go smoke a cig out front and drink a cup of coffee, and I'll get the subway on the next go around.
She treated herself like an amusement park. You came back and you're done. You're not even getting in there.
But it was amazing, dude. Like legit. The only thing again pissed me off. Well, I guess there are many things that pissed me off. But were any of you around long enough for the rain delay? Like they completed 9, and
I
then
told you I didn't watch any. of it.
Okay,
I didn't watch it either.
so you weren't even radioing it. Okay.
No, I
Then-
usually will. If it's baseball, I'll actually just turn the radio on because, like you said, it's so exciting that I just can't watch it.
No, it's
Too much for
great.
my eyes. I don't want to go blind.
It's great to fall asleep while driving too. You, I swear to Christ, they complete 9 innings. A rain delay kicks in, and I'm like, cool. I've got like 45 minutes. I went and like fired up a little Always Sunny on Netflix, played a little Game Boy because again, I'm a child.
Yeah.
I wandered back like 15 minutes later, well, 30 minutes realistically, thinking like I had a good chunk of time. Like the Cubbies were already up 3 runs. I'm like, holy yeah.
They already sacrificed the goat.
Or I think, yeah.
I missed it.
No, they were up 8-6. That's it. And they win, final score 8-7. I personally, I don't know where the general public fell. I was very much backing the Indians. Like the Indians have had, I think this is like their 3rd
They've had a
World
rough
Series
time
appearance. Yeah, in
since
20 years.
1700s.
Yeah, I thought it was really classless when they were giving the smallpox blankets as a runner-up gift. Horrible. I don't know, man. I grew up watching Major League. Like I watch it easily 1 or 2 times a year.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a fantastic effing movie.
I just kept thinking about Bob Uecker.
Yeah, like why wasn't he in the booth?
Exactly.
Screw Joe Buck.
But that could have screwed them up. That really could have. Like, had they won, they would have been like, "That's not fair. You guys used Bob Uecker."
Did you hear that they were going to invite, and they turned it down? Charlie Sheen wanted to come in, and they were going to.
Yeah, what catcher wants to catch that ball?
But they were going to.
Yeah.
They were going to remake
Burn
the
it.
Wild Things scene,
Really?
glasses and all. And
Why didn't they?
Cleveland said no. The Indians didn't. Could you imagine how nuts the crowd would have went with him in the haircut, with glasses, and his AZ ball coming in hot?
I was gonna say they'd
Very
only go
hot,
nuts because
yeah.
they're like, oh God, did I use the bathroom after him?
And the catcher dies away from the ball.
Did he
It's
spit
a
in the
wild
beer?
pitch. But seriously, he was going to come in and recreate the Wild Thing scene. And they said no.
It would have been.
That would have been the difference. They would have won.
I don't like. This will probably be one of the more prejudiced things I've said on
I
it.
also think that's why they don't do it.
That would have been good up until the AIDS thing. The AIDS thing makes it a little weird.
Does
I'm
it?
sorry. Yeah.
Charlie Sheen's coming in hot.
Hey,
Oh.
yo, Charlie, this isn't Make-A-Wish. We don't. You don't need to be up here.
Like
right?
there's something that seems a little less dirty about Magic Johnson AIDS. Like he's managed to put on this like big smile, and yeah, he got it from like just deep dicking a million randos or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
But the fact, yeah, getting deep.
He got deep.
But something about Charlie Sheen, like the breakdown where he's talking about my goddesses, I'm Charlie Florentine.
Charlie Florentine.
I like this guy.
Bree Olsen got banged by a cop.
I got tiger blood, which means tigers gave me AIDS.
I am tiger blood. I like tiger blood on French fries.
I was gonna
not
say you
ketchup.
put tiger blood on that. That's cool.
Now we're getting into a Pharrell.
Yeah, if you're into that.
So there's something that got very unwholesome about him when it was like I think a lot of us would have let the AIDS slide, and don't worry, I still do, Charlie. Don't cry yourself to sleep. But like,
Big fan of the show.
it didn't take like 180 point IQ to assemble the flow chart in your head of like sex with multiple prostitutes / porn stars,
Yeah.
AIDS, dental plan,
Crazy
Lisa needs
breakdowns.
braces. Yeah. It didn't take many iterations of that before I'm like, I think I know how he got AIDS.
Let's use him as the front man.
Yeah. So
There's nobody more important that could throw a ball.
there's something like if he had a Robert Downey Jr. moment where he had very much redeemed himself, like Marvel gave him the role of AIDS man or something,
Yeah.
and we all loved
Survival
him again.
man.
Yeah. Skeletor. That would have been one thing, but let's be honest, we have left off Charlie Sheen, whence last we met, had like a vaguely successful FX show that no one really gives a damn about, blew up on Chuck Lorre, said lots of weird stuff about being like a 19th level warlock, and now has HIV. So yeah, I could see not wanting to strut him in Game 7.
Yeah. 100%. Also, I think
Pre-AIDS would have been all down for him. Pre-AIDS.
yeah, if he was still a swinging D on whatever 2.5 little guys.
Yeah. 2.5 little dudes.
2.5 little dudes. Yeah, everybody went crazy on that show except for I don't know, the one who
Oh, John Cryer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
John
guy.
Cryer knew to shut the F up and just let his $1 million checks roll in.
100%.
But yeah, the
But
one
everybody
guy
else went
Target
crazy.
blood.
Yeah, and then the other guy started like a
Target.
cult or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Tigre blood.
The kid, the half.
Yeah.
The half started doing like the weird YouTube interviews with like this black preacher guy who's like, so yeah, God's love. And they're both like so fired up about God. And you're like, this is literally insanity like taking place in
Yeah.
front of me. You all right,
but,
Brian?
but I also think that they weren't going to do it just because of the whole baseball has a lot on superstition, and they were not going to let. I don't think they were going to let anything in. That
Don't
was,
let a black cat with
it
AIDS
was-
throw the first pitch.
exactly like anything like Bob Uecker or everybody else. What would they do for Chicago though? What would they?
I don't know. Like that's
The
the
Cubs.
annoying.
Oh yeah. Rookie of the year. They could have got that guy
Or Bill Murray. Like
job
that's the really
for the
annoying
first time in
thing.
30.
I thought they'd have
years.
Scorch on from Weird News.
Weird News.
Since we're doing voices.
In 108 years, the Cubs finally win the World Series. I'm Scorch. Weird News.
I finally coaxed you into doing that
Yeah.
impression. I love it.
He was sitting there
Summer
looking at
wind,
his
summer
paper,
strange
just like,
summer.
how do I bring up weird news?
Weird news. There you go.
It is weird news. Cubs win.
Scorch TV.
It is weird news.
Yeah, and so now we just see shot after shot of Bill Murray, and I enjoy Bill Murray as much as the next guy. I very much hate the hipster veneration. Like,
oh God,
he's the real
Such a pedestal.
Lebowski. It is annoying.
I do not like.
Me neither. Like, if you are driving a car, I've never looked at your bumper, Brian.
Yes, you have.
If you're,
You did earlier
You
tonight.
saw it. Yeah,
It's nice.
I just blindly.
it's a pre-show, guys. Make sure you check in early.
I even mentioned I've been doing my squats.
If you have that Bill Murray like silhouette of
Oh.
him like in the tux,
oh Jesus
anywhere on the back of
Murray
your
is
vehicle.
my homeboy.
Yeah. Peel off that and your keep calm and chive on stickers and then drive into the Hudson. Like,
Get out of here.
yeah, I'm
As
not
a
a fan.
respectable father, the only thing on the back of my car says "baby on board,"
Oh, wow.
and it's really
It's always just him in the car too.
yeah, it is. Because I'm the baby.
Nobody.
You don't even have like the
love.
little stick figures tallying your family
Or
members.
the fucking
Nobody
puts baby in the corner.
No, I was gonna say nobody puts baby in a car accident.
So there was Cubs.
That's weird
I wanted
news,
the
man.
Indians. I know. I love how like someone being 108 years without a win is that much greater than like 66 years. They're both pretty much a lifetime. Like I feel bad because my mom's old as hell, so I wanted to be like, who the F was even alive for either of those? And then I
Right.
realized she was like 5 when the Indians.
This
won
is
the
gonna
last
be
time.
us for the Redskins in 2050.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Damn it.
But they won't be the Redskins. They'll be some other team. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they better not change the name.
the Washington Warriors or something to that effect in 2015. I'm looking forward to that Super Bowl.
What year again?
2015. I mean 2050. 2050. I'm
Tomahawks. It's just
I don't.
spitballing names
I
here,
honestly,
guys.
I don't know what they can be.
What would they be?
But does
Warriors.
Does it
These are-
drive?
I know he coined the name, but
It's funny you bring the Redskins up. Does it drive anyone else nuts that they get flack for their very respectable, like looks like a badass dude who killed like many a white pioneer,
totes, dude.
has a lot of
Totes.
scalps lying around, logo versus Chief Wahoo,
Yeah.
who must be Injun blackface.
the skins
100%.
they've already bought the rights to the
To the
Warriors.
The Warriors, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
That's
to
an old
Cleveland's logo.
To
Just go for
Cleveland. No.
double down.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if they have to change their name, it's going to be the Warriors.
The Redskin Wives.
Washington Warriors.
Washington Warriors.
But do we get to
Oh,
keep the logo?
God.
Because you
You
know,
know
that's
what? They should
next
take-
stage.
They should take the
Chicago
name of
Blackhawks.
I would
lose
say
it.
they should have been Bullets. Just take Bullets.
Yeah,
Just
you're
take
right.
Bullets
We
back
need
while we
the
got
Bullets.
a chance.
Absolutely.
Here's Chicago.
Keep it
singing
local. Farm fresh.
That would be pretty funny.
Damn, we need
Washington
the Bullets back. God,
We
damn.
need to make a move for that.
Why don't
Why
we
the
just?
hell not?
Why don't we just name the podcast that?
The
Washington Bullets.
Let's do it. Number one with a bullet coming to you from Washington.
No one for bullet.
Double bull for bullets.
So I've got a lot of bitching. We've got like a month's worth of bitching to catch up on. You boys,
Boy, do we.
I know that you were doing comedy together for the World
I
Series.
just watch him perform.
What were you doing for Halloween?
And
There
if
wasn't
I
like some
drive,
other
I get
secret comedy
handies.
show. Okay. I like how he's on the show full time now and it's just nonstop gay.
I know, right?
We
Thanks
only
a lot.
Thanks for giving us your disease.
we pee-hole kissed the
came out
whole
wrong.
way back.
God.
Yeah, legit.
I did nothing for Halloween.
Okay.
Completely. I mean,
You were in your haunted rape bunker.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
in the tri-state area.
Yeah, your house
Built
where
on the Indian burial ground. Yes.
you're going to lure a woman down there and be like, we need to repopulate the world. I'm scorched.
I'm just yelling it out my window, and anybody will
Weird
come
rape.
by. Repopulate. Come in. Have candy.
So you did legit nothing.
I really did. It's like really sad.
Brian,
Do you really want to
You
know?
got kids,
It's not
man.
that
You had to do
exciting.
something, right?
I went and met up with some friends and we went trick-or-treating. And the weirdest part of it all,
like adult friends, or you have
adult friends that had kids.
Okay.
Okay.
On the street I lived on for 8 years.
I'm
And I
tracking.
went trick-or-treating to the house that I owned for 8 years.
Okay.
Freaking
What?
weird.
Was it weird because blacks owned it?
No, no, we're in West Springfield, so everyone.
You open the
white
door.
or
you just went,
Asian-
oh.
No, actually, I know them,
Whoa!
and I'm friendly with the people that own our house.
Okay.
But I was super curious, and look, they weren't there. I just wanted to see like what colors that they repaint. What
Okay,
what do
yeah.
they do?
Oh,
They
I
didn't
was gonna
like?
say
Yeah.
inside. Like, what is he trying to?
I-
Why
I-
does you want
but
to
I
see what
seriously-
colors? Answer the door.
What color their
Yeah,
skin
I-
costume is?
Jeez, Brian, chill.
Yeah, I was just joking, dude.
What color are you?
No,
No,
we-
no, but
I know,
seriously,
we had to talk him out of it.
I literally wanted to like peek in and.
No, I legit.
I wanted to see what they changed because I renovated the entire home.
And you think guys like, hey, you guys are having a barbecue? I used to live here, man.
Yeah. My grandma, we after she passed, she like managed to reverse mortgage the house.
Yeah.
And so it was all owed to the government. Speaking of guess my color. And I will still to this day, if I'm in Frederick, Maryland, like park outside that house and look in like my ex lives there. I just the same thing. I'm like, what did you do? How dare you not treat this like the museum it is?
Exactly. Because all that work in there was through my beautiful fingers.
Okay.
And I just wanted to see what they changed, but they weren't there. They're out their children, so I didn't get to see.
So obviously it's a pain in the
So you
ass.
broke in and
So I broke in.
laid in wait.
I peed on the floor, took a dump.
So obviously it's a pain in the ass to have to walk around with all those little trolls and make sure that they go get candy. Now, are you getting a little bit in this? Like when you go to those houses, is there any like sexy chicks that open the door or anything like that? Like
I'd be.
you
I
got
never
anything
even thought
good
of
from
that.
that?
Not one.
There has to be some sort of upside to this because
Not
otherwise, dude, just buy them candy
Every chick, by the
and
way,
really just let them walk by themselves.
every woman I know who has kids and was posting on Facebook, it was like the most boring, like full body banana suit type stuff. I'm like, really?
No.
Like they didn't fall off just because you had the little bastard.
My chick
What is this war on Halloween?
got my chick put on like the tight black pant. What do you call those things? The
Leggings?
Strap on.
strap on. Yeah,
Okay.
that was later.
Yeah.
And a nice. She looked really hot and did her little ears and kitty cat thing. But
Nice.
every other chick,
You can't go wrong with a kitty.
No, you really can't.
and she's
But people think it's weird when I dress my cat up like a woman
and that is weird.
and take her out to the restaurant.
But every
You
other
just have
chick-
4 minutes, 55 seconds.
I will
left.
have the spaghetti and meatballs, and she will have a bowl of milk.
Why are you writing this down?
mental note. It's almost Pete's birthday. Buy him a real doll.
Yeah. Or a cat with a human sized
Yeah, speaking
vagina.
of why I'm losing it.
Actually, you know what? A
By the
cat's way cheaper than a real doll. I get one
Yeah,
for free at
true.
the pound.
Yeah, just rip it apart.
And my
throw it in
animals
the
are getting
dumpster.
older too. That's sad. But by the time you guys hear this, yes, I will be officially an old man.
Oh, that's right.
I will have settled into the 30s.
Your 31st birthday.
I know that you guys are gonna,
better shut
I
the
know,
hell up.
I know you guys are gonna argue this. Yes, that's fine. But like, it's just something. It just hit me. I was like, okay, I'm officially setting into the 30s.
I would crack open Brian's spine and drink the contents like
31.
a raver with a glow stick to get back to 31. But sure, poo-poo it.
I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm just saying it's just set in. There's no going back.
No, that 31-30 was all fun and games. 31.
30
This is when I was like, eh.
Yep.
Now I'm 35. Now I'm like, I'm officially older than Tom Hanks in Big, which I remember as a child watching, be like, all right, that's old as F. That's
Yeah.
the delineation point. And I didn't even get to like dance with Robert Loggia on any
You didn't get any
keyboards there.
strange with
Zoltan.
acting like an idiot.
Yeah. Whose boob
God, it was
did
so
he
easy to
caress?
get laid in New York back then.
It really was. It was back when like the AIDS was only in the Studio 54 area. That's it.
Exactly.
Other than that, you could still raw dog to your heart's content. So you're out with your chick, your kids.
Yeah.
Did the guy's wife, did she wear something revealing or
No.
she was like Paddington?
We
or
went
something
back
boring?
to our friend's house and had a beer and a glass of wine. Nothing exciting. Literally one
Did you
drink.
shotgun it?
No.
Damn, you are old.
No, because it was
I'm
like
just kidding.
it was more my 2-year-old's going on 3's nuts, and he's like pushing kids
Oh,
around.
yeah, 100%.
And
He's not even going to remember
I'm
that.
more trying to make sure that they don't get to a kitty fight.
Yeah.
And my wife and I, we had a drink and we went back to the house. We had to walk
Xanax,
back.
maybe?
Fucking freezing. Oh,
Oh,
another part. Sorry,
All
another
right.
part to edit. I apologize.
That's fine. I'll catch you, man.
freaking freezing.
oh yeah, that's right. It only has to be done for next Monday. So
Yeah, I'll Rain Man that
Anyway,
stuff.
and I apologize for that. And that was it. It wasn't very exciting, but it was great to see. The one thing that was really cool is I moved 4 blocks away from where I used to live. Everyone thinks I'm still in California.
okay.
So we're going to door and we're knocking on doors and we're seeing neighbors that we used to know. And they're like doing a double take. Like,
Oh, I got you.
whoa, who are you're here?
Oh, your neighbor scored.
You're here? Hey,
Whoa.
Yeah.
hey, come on inside.
Weird
sights.
Yeah.
Weird news. Come look at my weird news. But yeah,
thought you had moved away.
but basically that was
They
what it
didn't have
was.
full-size candy bars in San Diego.
VA.
I used to do that full size candy bar.
Yeah, they didn't have it in San Diego,
All
I
right.
guess.
All right, Scrooge McDuck.
What did you do, John, other than being sick?
100 grams.
Yeah, I pretty much coughed into the candy to make sure everyone got what I had.
You
I
didn't
was
get out.
No, I did nothing, man. Like
You were
I
feeling bad.
Were you
I
with
remember-
Sumadres
yeah, I was at my mom's.
doing door duty?
No, I let her in case there was like someone violent.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You need a buffer, man.
Yeah. I could hear her getting raped
I don't
and murdered
always
from
have
the
my
living
gun
room
loaded.
in my room. So I could, crawl out the window while she was getting eaten by the wolves.
Mom, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Would open out.
I'm getting reinforcements. Hold the
Yeah.
fort.
Make yourself look big.
Play dead.
Yeah, man, I ate candy. I really did nothing because I was sick. I didn't see my girl. She bought a pair of cat ears, and I was
Nice.
like they even had the Hello Kitty bow, and I was like, in a world where I have sex with this person,
You're like,
getting
this
a
is coming
beej
with
would
sex.
be hilarious.
This
Yeah.
is coming with sex, and then you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll try not to jizz on the ears because maybe I'll get ahead, and I didn't. So now they're just gonna sit there.
That'd been nice.
Yeah.
Was Candy a stripper? Is that why you're worried about this whole herpes thing?
No, I did the I did the go out and buy extra candy. I pretended that like more kids were going to be there because it really dwindles year by year. I think legit there were three groups I want to say total
Really?
that came through.
You must be in a single family home then.
Yes.
Yep. Everyone goes to the townhouses and the condos.
Okay. Little bastards.
Yeah. Smart.
So yeah, the pretty much the entire plastic pumpkin was still filled with my favorites because I buy Reese's cups and then I just eat them until my
you filled it with your
dude.
favorites?
I eat those things till my pee smells different.
I love Reese's cups.
They're the best.
And I don't even like candy.
You got to keep them cold.
What?
Am I weird?
Get the
Damn.
What do you like?
I like to keep them cold.
You're a freak and I hate you.
See, I told you I was no good at this Halloween thing.
Yeah, no, man. You don't eat them cold. There's all kinds of different ways. You unspool it, you open the pack, and
All
then
right.
like the little center's flexible.
I'm going back to St. Patty's Day.
If it's not frozen because you're a weirdo, and you just punch it out sometimes, you get nothing but like a little peanut saucer. That's great. I try to just pace myself and eat it in 3 bites instead of 2, but I make no promises.
This guy's a
3.
freaking scientist.
I'm really just about the edge.
Really?
Yeah.
You're an edger.
I was thinking about
he's all about the rim.
I love edging. Edge as far as you can. Just
I
throw away that middle.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys. The trick is to just put about 4 or 5 different candies in there so you can act like you've moved on to a different food and you're not eating candy anymore. Like you eat the peanut butter cups till you're sick, and then you're like, oh, now it's Butterfinger time. And then you get something light, like
because you're going from a peanut butter product to another peanut butter product.
No, and then I was using the Kit Kats almost like I was eating apples. Like I was treating that like ants on a log. I was like, okay, the Kit Kats, I need to slow down. It was like an alcoholic moving from like vodka to beer. But then I'd eat like 18 packs of Kit Kat. So it's bad. I mean, I probably
like
sacked on a
ginger
good
with
5 pounds.
sushi. I just need to cleanse my
palate
palate.
cleanser. Yeah, the Kit Kat was my little ginger slice.
I think I'll have a Snickers before I have another Reese's.
I'm so glad that's not my addiction.
Oh, the food, it's
It's
hellish.
I'm not big on candy.
Really?
personally.
You're still gonna outlive.
It's
both of
chocolate.
us, so
It's
it's all
really,
good.
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, when you're both raped on Halloween and I'm in my room scrambling out the window.
I tried. No one was interested.
I can solve that riddle. We were also in that room.
I want to nominate what I think was like now we have some friends that wore this costume, so I say this with love, but the hipster douche nozzle costume of the season is a guy going in drag as 11 from Stranger Things. I saw more dudes wearing her stupid 11 dress, which by the way, were they selling this? Like, was it a pre-pack? Because everyone had the dress.
They all had it.
Like, if you told me, hey, John, go get a dress, I'd be like, where? I don't really, my dress buying fails me.
Just start making it.
Do I go to Ross?
I don't know how to do this.
Do I take a curtain and a marker and some pins?
You guys are ruining this for me because I'm still on episode 3.
Oh, it's just
she wears a dress. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. She eventually wears
Spoiler
some stupid
alert,
dress.
Wears
and then,
a dress.
I saw most of the guys did it bald. Some of the guys did it when she had the blonde wig. So we had a couple options there.
So it's all dudes doing.
All dudes. I saw
I
a
saw
girl.
a lot of dudes, yeah.
Apparently, one girl from our stand-up class said she was 11, but she has a big head of hair, and it was just like popping the bald cap off all night. Much like me with a rubber.
Gaming. Guess who? Was she blonde?
There's only like.
Was this person blonde?
I don't know. There's the Burke and Anna Grace or whatever. It's Burke.
Okay.
She said like
I
Burke.
wasn't calling anybody by the name.
Yeah, she has like this giant head of curly hair. Like it's nice looking. It isn't like Sideshow Bob-esque or something, but it's got like volume. So like
it is esque, yes.
yeah, there's no goddamn way that was fitting under any cap. And she was like, yeah, just every 2 seconds my hair was poofing out of it. So she's literally
I
the
imagine
only
it's
girl
impossible, yeah.
I knew that did that. But I asked you not 7 different male friends.
Mm-mm-mm.
Now, a girl who had a great Stranger Things costume, Gail Bennington.
All with Bill
Gail
Murray shirt.
Gail
Gail Closet.
Bennington, who did Dustin, the guy with the jacked up teeth. That's
Perfect
Dustin,
call,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Dustin.
The
she
short
used,
teeth?
yeah,
do
she
know- I
used
do
like
know who that is.
yeah, the black shoe polish to knock out her front teeth, and she had the little hat on.
She looked good.
That was funny. Yeah, I laughed my ass off at that. But and I'm not saying it wasn't inspired to some, okay, it's kind of a funny choice, but who was the hipster godfather that did it first? And then all these guys are like, it's okay to do this because these guys, this
Time to
wasn't
search Twitter.
this wasn't parallel thought. Yeah, this wasn't, like spontaneous genesis all over the place. Someone did this crap. And I don't know who. I'm not plugged into the head of the hipster hive, but it trickled down from somewhere. Was it Bill Murray?
It had to have been.
Was Bill Murray 11 at one point and we just missed it?
Bill Murray as 11 on a t-shirt.
I don't.
There we go. We
yeah.
just admit that's our $1 million idea.
Oh my God. I'm getting a little scratchy. I ran out of agua. So what bits we got left, boys, for me to limp through?
Well,
We've already hit an hour.
President Trump.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
we got
50 minutes.
undecided voters out there.
Yeah.
Everybody can pick their own.
By the time you
same
hear the next
costume.
episode, we will be living under the rule of Generalissimo Trump. I look forward to skinning my first Negro. I don't know. It's yeah.
Oh, that's a terrible job.
I don't know if anyone's Clinton or Trump, however the F anyone leans, but I'm more on the Clinton camp. I'm not saying I'm her biggest fan. I'm not one of those guys that'll throw her under the bus. She reminds me of the grown-up version
Don't worry, there's always one more.
of every.
If you did, anyways.
That's true.
It's body
Every
double.
little brainy chick that wasn't particularly good at it, but just worked her ass off, and so she got the A's. And I'd be like, "That's not fair. She studied to get that A. I got my A- for doing nothing, but that's natural talent. I deserve it."
Yeah.
Surprised her husband never got the A's.
No.
You never know, man.
I find her a very weak candidate. I hate that she was run instead of Bernie.
Money
But
cures all.
yeah. I am big on Nate Silver's 538 site. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. I'm not like ahead of the curve or
I don't
anything.
follow.
It's been tweeted about a lot and written about a lot this year. He's like a pollster.
Yeah,
think
and
he's-
they're like, he's always right.
He's pretty good. If that is the case, it's
50-50
terrifying
shot, bro.
as a Clinton supporter.
He's pretty good.
She was at one point, I SU not 88% likely to win as of like
Wowza.
2 weeks ago. And then James Comey came out with his crap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She's been dropping something like 4 points a day. It is now like I will check in early in the morning and it was like 70%. Sunday morning, it was 70% to 30%, which already pretty, you're like, oh, that's momentum in the direction I don't like.
Right.
She's down to something like 64 as of like right now versus 36.
When you're looking at these polls, is that Trump going up?
yeah. Oh, Trump is like,
Is he taking the negative and making it positive?
Trump is pulling a hell of a Cleveland Indians right now. We'll put it that way. He has really got some momentum on his side. Now, I
But
don't
ultimately,
know. It's weird, dude.
adios.
It is.
As
It is
the
messy as
only
hell.
undecided voter in the room,
You are okay.
I'm not going to vote for
We-
Trump.
If you were an
or
undecided
Hillary.
voter, you're going to vote
Okay.
for Trump.
Who are you voting for?
No, not.
Will you write me in?
Right now, the crazy dude from Utah,
Okay.
if you read all of his policies, they kind of make sense. I don't want to make this a political show,
Mhm.
but I'm very strong in the feeling that if you don't like either candidate, if people don't get out there this time and vote for third parties, you have to show that there's a possibility that people give a shit. Because the GOP is going to blow up. GOP is done after this election.
If they win, are they? I don't think
win or
so.
lose. If they vote for Trump and he wins somehow,
Excuse me,
the GOP
Brian.
hates him.
What would be? Okay, you know what?
Hello.
If
I've
you-
already said this. The senator
Oh.
from Vermont.
And
Hi, Bernie.
I think
Hi,
it's
Bernie.
really irresponsible for you to be an undecided voter.
Okay, keep
And
going.
I think that you need to vote for Hillary because
Why, Bernie?
she's going to give you free college.
I like free things.
She's going to give you
Bernie,
free.
I'm old.
That's why I'm a Democrat. I like my
She's going to give you
hand-me-outs.
kids college, and she's going to give you free money.
I've never gotten a free.
Bernie, I don't need handouts.
And
Thank you.
And if you come to Vermont, I will give you a gallon of maple syrup.
Will you give me a hand job, Bernie?
I can't do that. I don't
A
touch
listless old hand job.
as much as I say it. I don't touch poor people.
Nice.
But do it, Brian.
Bernie, if you're running, maybe I would have voted for you, but I'm not voting for Hillary and I'm not voting for Trump. So
Write me in. And you know what I say? If you're not voting for Hillary,
I
trace
like
your
that.
penis
hey, don't give away my bits.
on the ballot.
Is that Scott? What's his name?
That's his bit.
Or-
I saw a show
Oh.
over the weekend. That's a little bit of his bit.
Bernie, what's the Utah guy's name? Maybe Brian can help you with that.
The Brian Johnson.
No, that's
Well, he's
No.
from Utah. That's
No,
got like a
that's
real.
the AC/DC.
He has
singer.
to be a white guy's name,
It's mixed.
It's not even Gary Johnson, and I used to be a Gary Johnson.
not Gary.
It's and
I want to say Scott McLuhan, but that's the Redskins GM.
it's very similar to that name. That's
Okay.
It's something to that
I know it
effect.
wasn't Gary.
Is
Gary.
he big on like free Propecia for everyone because he's bald? Because if that's the case, he might get my vote.
also works on your prostate?
If
It does. I have the
Yeah.
prostate of a teen.
It'll keep you hard like a rock.
my wife brought him to my attention, she's a teacher, so that tells you how she.
She's like,
leans.
I've been rubbing beans to this one lately.
She's a Dem, but
Okay.
she doesn't like Hillary either. And
Okay.
she's,
Speaking of beads, Vermont has free trade coffee, and I just want all y'all to know that. So if you need to, don't leave the country because somebody got elected, just come to Vermont. I'll keep you safe.
you could be the president of Vermont, Bernie.
I'm thinking about it, bro.
Raw. Very, very progressive way of talking.
I gotta go, guys.
See you, Bernie.
I hope you end your 5-minute set doing that. I gotta go, guys. That would be great.
I enjoyed that way too much. I like
I-
the Bernie character.
He does these
No, he just left.
characters.
It's
Oh
like
my
he's
God.
there in the
He's a real
room.
Yeah, man, it is weird because like Trump had very much abandoned ship here, and like lately you're seeing Trump ads on TV again. You're like, oh man, he might smell some signs of life here.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think.
He donate any of his own money to his campaign?
I don't know if
By
he
the way,
went
my
that.
voice is so screwed up right now.
Oh, gee, yeah, both of us. I wonder if we have the same disease because you gave it to me.
Ear, nose, and throat AIDS.
It's.
Yeah.
I need to smoke.
There's
Maybe you're not smoking enough, John. You're
There
smoking
is
more.
one great
doesn't.
ad though that I've been seeing. It's a pro-Trump one that's like, Hillary's been in Washington 30 years, and in those 30 years, what's happened? 9/11. Your dad died. You know, it's getting very
Damn it.
like pretty much
They got rid of the McRib.
they're equating Hillary in Washington with like being angry at God. Like somehow she's
Damn it.
been like omnipotent this last 30 years. It is the funniest goddamn ad to me.
She has
I
a
lose
lot
my
of
mind.
pull.
Yeah. They're like, look, the last 30 years sucked. Elect Trump. It's the best damn ad. I wish I had the audio for it.
That's why the new South Park is actually really killing. Because yeah, like you were saying, the last 30 years really sucked. Because it's just like, remember when everything was great?
Yeah.
You're like, no. This is 2016. Let it be 2016. What you got for that, voter?
I was just waiting.
Nothing.
Okay, then we can wrap up the show. I was gonna punch up the audio super fast, and I'm trying to silently fart.
Also, guys, we got Shrimp Fest on Sunday coming up.
Oh my
November
God.
6th.
Can you do the pitch for Shrimp Fest?
I was hoping you would talk for a little bit. I was gonna think
Oh.
of a catchphrase.
All right, so I've been talking Shrimp Fest for years
Eating
now.
shrimp and kicking dicks.
Yeah,
That's
anytime.
sorry, that's
Chugging dicks and eating shrimp.
no,
No.
That's the wrong order.
no, they don't let you do that at Red Lobster.
So I've been hell bent on doing Shrimp Fest. I did it maybe like 5-6 years ago with my friend Rich, who's a big man, and thus great to take to an all you can eat thing.
Glorious.
Yeah, and he found out that day he's allergic to shrimp. He was like, my entire face is tingly. This
It's a
sucks
sad
ass.
day. Yeah.
I have not gone to Shrimp Fest since. Like, I feel like one of those cops in a buddy cop movie, and at the beginning, my buddy got shot.
Yeah.
And like,
I can't go to that old sub shop. That's where Sal used to go.
It's taken me this long to like find my new buddy, but we're finally ready to go after Mendoza and kill him together.
Mendoza.
So this Sunday, after our stand-up class, all of us, you,
Me,
Pedro,
Pete,
you, Brian, me, John, Oathman,
Zip.
and Chris Lingbach, we're thinking like the 5 of us of going to Red Lobster and doing the all-you-can-eat thing. We're probably going to air some on Periscope.
We're going to do some Periscope. We're going to film most of it. We're going to get everybody's kind of game plans going. And we're going to let you guys bet on it. And also there's going to be, if you guys want to do this at home, it's coming up Sunday. And I think we're going to do it around 5 to 6. So
yeah.
So set your
Eastern
clocks
time.
to it. It's going to be
Let us know
how
how many shrimp
awesome.
you get to, because right now the record is 5 shrimp.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We'll beat
And
that.
I was gonna say we've got to beat that. We're doing 100 minimum, right, guys?
I will take 5 shrimp as a suppository just to.
Well,
If
you
I
will
can
Just to win, yeah.
Yeah.
That's that's
It's easy, man. I could do that in my
With
sleep.
one left over for your
Exactly.
Reedy.
Piece of cake, man.
We're going to be publicizing the event with the hashtag Trump. I think it'll be our biggest hashtag
Trump
yet.
Fest.
Just Trump.
No, it's shrimp for Trump.
Shrimp for Trump. I wanted to piggyback, but okay. All right. New hashtag then, World Series Game 7. I think it's going to be big. I think we're onto something here. We're going to make it happen. All right, folks, that was Papa's Basement. I'm John Papa Giorgio, show's website in papasbasement.com. Thank you for listening. Go there. Every episode we have ever done. Show can be found at iTunes, can be found at Stitcher. Subscribe through those things. Rate us on those things. It's great. Find us and subscribe on YouTube as well. YouTube.com/Papa's Basement.
Also, the Patreon is still a thing, and we
Yeah.
do have T-shirts.
Yeah, they're great.
So the more you
t-shirts.
guys buy T-shirts, we're gonna
And we'll throw in more free
get
t-shirts
more
if you buy from us.
merch out there. Yes,
At Papa's Basement on Twitter and Instagram for me.
buy a T-shirt, and I will give you another T-shirt for free.
I didn't get a free T-shirt.
Shut up.
It's a dirty tissues. John's first
No, my first comic. yeah.
first comic.
I gave you
so
a trash bag full of old dirty tissue shirts we're going to
they
throw
are
out.
still sitting in my trunk. So
Nice.
they
Cut
are
the sleeves
free for
off 'em.
everybody that
Great
wants a
gym wear.
T-shirt. Hit me up.
All right, Brian. do
I've
your
been
thing.
Pete Maybe, and we're back.
I'm Brian Bolte. Follow me on Choke on Ritalin. Thanks for listening, guys.
Mwah.
Till the next one. We're out of here.
We're home free. School's out, baby.
Good show.
Nothing to talk about, nothing to critique. Great show, great guests tomorrow. You go home.